In the quest for attractiveness and strength, men often overlook the habits that subtly undermine their appeal. It's a natural instinct, isn't it? To want to feel strong, to exude a sense of dominance. But sometimes, the very habits we cultivate, the daily routines we follow, can chip away at that desired image. Habits, you see, are powerful. They shape our character, mold our personality, and ultimately determine how others perceive us. They're the invisible forces that dictate our actions, and by extension, our attractiveness. Today, we're going to discuss an intriguing topic: habits that make men weak and unattractive. These are the subtle behaviors that can dilute a man's appeal, the inconspicuous actions that can make him seem less attractive. But fear not, because understanding these habits is the first step towards transformation. Let's delve into these habits and see how they can be transformed. The first habit is the constant comparison to others. This is a trap that many fall into, leading to a cycle of self-doubt and feelings of inadequacy. It's a drain on your mental energy, and it's not a good look. After all, who wants to be around someone who's constantly measuring themselves against others? It's like they're more interested in the competition than in being their own person. But here's the secret. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is you. Your journey is unique, your growth is personal, and your victories are your own. So, focus on being the best version of yourself. Celebrate your achievements, learn from your mistakes, and constantly strive for improvement. It's not about being better than someone else. It's about being better than you were yesterday. Remember, the goal is to be the best version of yourself, not someone else's copy. The second habit is fishing for compliments. This habit is a clear reflection of insecurity and neediness. When a man constantly seeks approval and validation, it subtly communicates a lack of self-esteem. It's like saying, "I don't believe in my worth, so I need you to affirm it for me." This habit can be unattractive because it puts undue pressure on others to constantly reassure and uplift you. But here's the good news. It's entirely possible to build genuine self-confidence. Start by recognizing your talents and accomplishments. Celebrate your small victories. Set realistic goals and work towards achieving them. Embrace failure as an opportunity to learn and grow. Cultivate a positive self-image. And most importantly, learn to love and accept yourself as you are. Remember, true confidence doesn't stem from what others think about you. It comes from knowing your worth and believing in your abilities. Confidence comes from within, not from external validation. The third habit is not having opinions. The ability to form and express your own opinions is a cornerstone of individuality. It's what sets you apart from the crowd and makes you unique. When you don't have an opinion, you're essentially relinquishing your power to shape your world. It's like giving someone else the steering wheel to your life. Having and expressing your opinions show that you have a backbone, that you're not easily swayed by the tide of popular opinion. It's a sign of strength, of confidence in who you are and what you believe in. However, remember that having an opinion does not mean being stubborn or inflexible. It's about being open to dialogue, to learning, and to growth. It's about standing your ground when it matters and knowing when to be open to other perspectives. So, what's your opinion? Don't just mirror the crowd. Be the mirror that reflects your own beliefs and values. Your voice matters. Don't be afraid to use it. The fourth habit is surrounding yourself with negative people. It's often said that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. If you're constantly in the company of those who are negative, their mindset can easily rub off on you. Negativity breeds insecurity, self-doubt, and pessimism, all traits that are far from attractive. When you surround yourself with negative individuals, you're more likely to become trapped in a cycle of negative thinking and self-limiting beliefs. This can drain your energy, hinder your growth, and make you seem less appealing to others. It's important to remember that you have the power to choose your company. Seek out those who are positive, uplifting, and motivating. These people will inspire you to be your best self, and their positive energy can boost your own attractiveness. Seek out those who lift you up, not bring you down. The fifth habit is being complacency. It's the silent killer of dreams, the slow poison that drains your vitality without you even noticing. It's when you're satisfied with mediocrity, when you stop pushing for more, when you cease to dream and strive. That's not to say you should never be satisfied, but the lack of ambition or drive can make you seem boring, uninteresting. It's like a book that never changes its chapters, a song trapped in a relentless loop. But you're not a book or a song, you're a living, breathing human being capable of growth, of change. So how do you fight complacency? By pursuing personal growth, by being curious, by stepping out of your comfort zone. Learn a new language, pick up a new hobby, chase after a promotion, travel to a place you've never been before. Remember, life is a journey, not a destination. Growth is not an option, it's a necessity. Never stop growing, never stop exploring. The sixth habit is not knowing your limits. We all want to push boundaries, to prove that we're capable of more, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's a fine line between pushing yourself and overstepping your limits. This can lead to embarrassment, mistakes, even injuries. Consider a man who insists on lifting weights beyond his capacity at the gym. He strains, he grunts, he might even injure himself. And for what? To prove a point? To whom? This doesn't show strength or resilience. Instead, it displays a lack of maturity and understanding of one's capabilities. On the other hand, a man who knows his limits, who pushes just beyond them to improve, but not so far as to cause harm, shows true strength. He shows wisdom, a deep understanding of himself and his capabilities. He shows that he respects his body and mind. Knowing your limits is not a weakness, it's a sign of wisdom. The seventh habit is being too nice. There's a fine line between kindness and excessive niceness. Being kind is a virtue. It showcases empathy and understanding. However, when kindness tips over into the realm of excessive niceness, it may come off as insincere or even weak. When you're too eager to please, too quick to agree, or too ready to sacrifice your own needs, it's not kindness anymore. It's a sign of lacking assertiveness, of not setting boundaries, and it can make others question your authenticity. Finding the right balance between kindness and assertiveness is essential. It's not about being rude or unkind. It's about standing up for yourself, expressing your opinions, and setting healthy boundaries. It's about demonstrating respect for yourself and for others, so be kind, but also stand your ground when necessary. Remember, kindness is strength, but it must be balanced with assertiveness. To wrap up, let's go over what we've learned. We've journeyed through 7 habits that can potentially undermine a man's strength and attractiveness, and it's important to reflect on these one more time. Firstly, we talked about the habit of constantly comparing oneself to others. This can breed self-doubt and feelings of inadequacy. Instead, focus on being the best version of yourself, because your journey is unique and so are you. Secondly, we delved into the habit of fishing for compliments. This may come across as insecure and needy, which is far from attractive. Let's remember to build confidence from within, because real strength is self-sustaining. Next, we discussed the importance of having opinions. A lack of backbone and individuality can be off-putting, so speak up and make your voice heard. Your thoughts and ideas matter. We then explored the danger of surrounding oneself with negative people. These individuals can bring you down over time. Seek out people who motivate and uplift you, because you are the company you keep. We also highlighted the unattractiveness of complacency. A lack of drive or ambition can be perceived as boring, so continually pursue growth through new experiences. Remember, life is a journey, not a destination. We also touched upon the importance of knowing your limits. Overstepping them can lead to embarrassment, mistakes, and injuries. It shows maturity and wisdom to recognize your capabilities. Lastly, we addressed the habit of being too nice. This can sometimes come across as insincere or weak. It's about finding a balance between kindness and assertiveness. Stand your ground when needed, but also show compassion. Eliminating these weak habits is the key to unlocking your inner strength and attractiveness. It's about recognizing these habits, understanding their impact, and taking active steps to change. It's not about perfection, but about progress. Each day offers a chance to be better than the day before. Remember, the key to strength and attractiveness lies in the habits you cultivate. Choose wisely.